today's video, I talk about a hair plateau. A lot of us know that, we've been trying to grow our hair and it just seems like it's not growing. It could be a hair plateau. And in today's video, I talk about some reasons and I make some suggestions on what to do when your hair is in a hair plateau. A hair plateau means that it's neither growing nor it's going away. And the good thing is it's not going away, right? So that we can actually work to have techniques and tips to actually get out of this plateau and get back growing, especially if our goal is to grow our natural hair long, healthy and strong. Hello, welcome to Simply Shev, where we talk about all things natural hair, including my own natural hair journey, styling ideas, DIYs, and so much more to help you grow your natural hair long, healthy and strong. I want to say thank you so much if you've been around with me for a while. Welcome to all my new and returning subscribers. I'm so grateful for all of you, so grateful. And do leave me a comment below, especially if you are new. Say hello so the community can know who you are, and thank you so much. The very first thing is to understand the hair cycle. I do have videos on my channel talking about the hair cycle. Our hair is not always growing. Sometimes it needs a rest, like our bodies need a rest. Our hair is not always growing. So that's the first thing to understand, that your hair is not constantly in a growing phase. It's telogen and all the other phases that it's going through, and it's not going to always be growing. If it was always growing, then everyone would always have long hair. And also along that, not all the sections of your hair is growing at the same time. So this section might be in the growing phase. This section might be in the resting phase. This section might be in between. So you have to understand the hair cycle, that your hair is not always growing, and give it time. And over the time, it should accumulate to between 4 to 6 inches for the year. For some ladies, it's more, but for most of us, it's 4 to 6 inches for the year. So if you did nothing but protect your hair, you should see 4 inches. So first of all, just understanding the hair cycle puts your mind at rest, because your hair is not always growing. You'll understand that, if it's 5 inches this month and 5 inches next month from the spot that you've measured, it could be that you're in a resting phase, and that's okay, because everything in life needs a rest, including our natural hair. The second reason why your hair might not be growing, might be in a plateau, is because probably you have a lot of buildup and gunk on your scalp. If your hair follicles are clogged, it's not going to grow. So you want to watch and make sure that your scalp is clean. One of the most important areas for growing our natural hair is our scalp. You might want to increase the amount of time that you wash your hair. Yes, we don't wash our hair, as in type 4 naturals every single day. However, for some of us, that we might need to wash our hair every week, especially if we've got dandruff prone hair, or if you're working out, or some of those other things, or if you're putting a lot of products on our hair, then we might want to just wash those out so that our hair scalp is clean, so that we have a surface to grow. If you're washing your hair more often, then you might see progress. Along that line is just adding in more moisture. Moisture cannot be underestimated. Your hair is probably, to you, not growing because it's breaking off and it's snapping because there's not enough moisture going on in there. So you want to look at that. You want to make sure that your hair is fully moisturized, and that that's not the problem. Water is free. If you don't have the money to have expensive products, do just go ahead with water, because that is free and that works absolutely fine. So you want to first of all understand the life cycle of our hair. It's not always growing, and once you understand that, then that will put your mind at ease. And if your scalp is okay, then you probably need a haircut. Now, when I suggest this tip, I always know that some people will say that that's counterproductive to what I'm trying to do. However, cutting my hair is one of the quickest ways I've ever seen progress. That's because my ends that I'm trying to hold on to, they were very damaged. And when I cut my hair has something to work with. So just make sure that your ends is clipped if they are the problem, and it's probably that your hair is not just on a plateau. It could be that it's just breaking from the ends. Nice haircut will help you to retain length so that you get out of this plateau. And it could be that a good cut. I'm not talking about just dusting your hair, because I do dust my hair very often. Sometimes you do need to take off a good 3 inches to get out of that plateau. Sometimes we just need to cut it off. It's just like a plant. I grow plants in my garden. I remember this past spring, my rose plant was not doing very well, and I just decided to just prune it all the way back, and I ended up having the most beautiful roses ever in my garden. In fact, this was one of the best years for my gardening, because I just decided to cut what I didn't need. And it's the same with the hair. Once you cut it off, then you will see the benefits of it. So don't be afraid of cutting. If you need to cut, just go ahead and cut. So your scalp is clean, and you understand the hair cycle, and you've given your hair a cut, and you're checking that everything that is going okay, and you are still on a hair plateau. My last tip is to focus on something else. I have been on a natural hair journey since 2009. A lot of that time I spent studying, and that's when I saw the biggest change in my hair. If you're always focusing on hair, always watching YouTube videos on hair, longer hair people, and also set your expectations realistic and understand that there are some of us there with a terminal length. You know, genetically, our hair probably will not reach toe length. So if it is waist length, and you know that's the longest it's been, waist length is a lot of hair to take care of. So just be grateful for that as well. But also just focus on something else. Develop yourself in another way. Take up a new studying topic or a new hobby, or study the Word of God. Really focus on something else, and before you know it, your natural hair will be so long you'll be like, what happened? The moment I started to focus on other things is when I saw the length of hair that I desired. And just don't give up. Take pictures of what's going on and say, oh, this was when I thought my hair was long, or when I thought my hair was short, and compare it. Don't give up. I just want to say thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope these tips was useful, and I will go ahead and I will see you in the next one.